All right, welcome one, welcome all, everybody, anybody, what's up? My name's Zoey here at OGO Gaming. Currently, it is 0800 hours, 48 minutes past, locally in the Eastern Time Zone. For some reason, I wanted to say Monday, but it's not Monday. It's Friday, September 12th, which that's kind of the caveat on having a direct, a mainline Nintendo Direct on a Friday. Which that's fucking uncalled for. Like, what? A fucking mainline Nintendo Direct on a Friday? Not a Tuesday or a Thursday? No. Today is the mainline Direct for fall. So this is our what do you call it? Our third mainline for the year and probably our last one. Because we already had both of our Pokemon Presents, the one in February, the one in August. We already had our Spring Direct, we had our Summer Direct, we have our Fall Direct today, so we're going to be doing that. And I think that's all of the directs for the year until we get to like February for the winter one. So because there's usually one like in February, and if it's not then, it's March. But yeah, welcome one, welcome all. We got the Nintendo Direct today with me, Oaf. Who knows what we'll see today? I did not make a bingo sheet today. But, maybe we'll see some DLC for Donkey Kong Bonanza, because I see that they're still promoting that like crazy. So who knows, we might get some DLC or add-ons for DK. We might get some info about Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. We might get some more info about Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. Maybe just a tiny bit of info, but not a lot about Kirby. I've been hearing rumors that we might be getting a new Mario game announced, and I'm sitting here thinking, we could. It could be Michael Afghani, the Kevin Afghani, the guy who does Mario, Luigi, Wario, Waluigi's voice now. We could be seeing that, yeah. But it's going to be his first 3D, kind of style. And what I mean by 3D, I mean like Mario Odyssey, Galaxy 1, 2, 64, Sunshine, stuff like that. So if this is true that we're going to be getting a new 3D Mario, then yeah, I can see it as, Afghani's first Mario role in the actual 3D platformings. Because he already has that role now with a couple of the Mario parties now, and Mario Kart World, and Super Mario Wonder, and all that stuff. So I could see it, but I highly doubt we're gonna get any Pokemon news today. Just gonna be realistic. Don't think we're gonna get any of that. I'm really holding on to hope that we'll get some kind of news that Nintendo's getting the Metal Gear Master Collection Volume 2. Because Nintendo already has access to the Master Collection Volume 1, which is the same collection that I have on PS4. But nobody, absolutely nobody has Master Collection 2 because that hasn't released yet. So wouldn't it be a son of a bitch if Master Collection 2 finally got announced today? You know? Could see the return of Call of Duty, which I'm not too stoked about Call of Duty anymore. Especially with the past couple of years, and then them releasing Black Ops 7 this year. I'm like, bro, you had an opportunity and you missed it. What do you mean we had an opportunity? Well, if you guys are going to announce that you guys are coming back to Nintendo today, whether you are or not, the fact of the matter is it's the year 2025 and it's a Black Ops release window. Right, so we made Black Ops 7. Right, a game nobody wanted. Sure, you finally explained that fucking question people have had of how is Black Ops 3 and 4 canon to the overall, Call of Duty storyline, since they established that the Black Ops family is the one that basically stemmed the entire storyline now, the whole timeline, and the original, Modern Warfare trilogy is no longer canon and all that other shit. So I'm sitting here like, it's 2025. You guys had this thing with Menendez, and I guess it's going to be coming back one way or another. But this is that weird period between Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3, where everything goes all future tech and Corvus DA, whatever the fuck. takes over, and I'm sitting here like, you could have done that, but the year is 2025. That's when all the shit hit the fan in the game, so this literally could have been the immediate whatever happened after the canon ending of Black Ops 2. But you guys kind of pissed that one away, like everything else you do with Call of Duty. Like, I'm still one of those people that thinks 13 years later now, we're going to get Ghosts 2. Or 12 years later now, or whatever the fuck, because they left us on a cliffhanger. I'm like, what the fuck? So, but who knows? You know, we could be seeing a lot of stuff today. Don't really know what we're going to see. Am I hopeful for some stuff? Yeah. As I've been saying ever since DK Bonanza came out, and ever since it was announced earlier this year, if DK is seen as successful with Bonanza, they would 100% release Diddy Kong Racing, Donkey Kong 64, and even Conquer on the N64 cabinet and N64 M-rated cabinet. But I'm sitting here like, that's me being hopeful. I hope so. Like, I hope we get some good stuff. Like, people are still saying, oh, are we going to finally get the Twilight Princess Wind Waker combo? I'm like, no, I highly doubt that we're going to get both Wind Waker and Twilight Princess as a 2-in-1, but who knows? We could, just like how we got the Mario 3D All-Stars, we could get, like, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and Ocarina of Time, all three of those inside of one main, collector's disc, and call that the Triforce Trilogy. Do that. You have Ocarina of Time that makes the split, and then you have Twilight Princess, and then you have Wind Waker, so you have, like, the three main heroes of that period, of the split in Ocarina, and then pre-split child timeline, the literal bloodline descendant of the Hero of Time, the Hero of Twilight, and then you have the continuation of what happens to the kingdom without the hero in the adult timeline with Wind Waker. And I'm like, you guys could totally release that. I don't see it working with only 2 games, but I could see it working with 3. That's the caveat. Like, but then they would have to be like, well, do we want to do original Ocarina of Time, which everybody has, or do we want to up the ante? And since it's going to be, Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD, should we also put in Ocarina of Time 3D in this collect? Yes, do it! Fucking do it at that point.
Here's your bucket in which to shit.
Hello, dear. How are you? Presentation starts in 3.5 minutes or so. But we've just been pre-gaming and talking about what could be showing up, what could be happening, and all that stuff, But hello, welcome. But yeah, other than that, that's basically the games or stuff that I think we're going to see, or what I hope we'll see, or whatever the fuck. Honestly, though, it could be whatever. It's fall. It's the September Direct. It's going to be nothing but RPGs and farming sims. Watch. It's going to be like Harvest Moon 27, fucking, 7 different RPGs from Square Enix. Probably going to be like 2 or 3 things from Konami and Capcom. Maybe something from I don't know, maybe Ubisoft or... What I would hope to see today, other than the stuff that I already talked about, DK stuff or N64 or Zelda or whatever the fuck. What's the one thing I hope to see today? Goddamn Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Oblivion. And then for the Switch 2, Fallout 4 and Oblivion Remastered. I think it's kind of a no fucking brainer at that point. Just saying, but if we already have Skyrim, why not? Oh, but it's a hardware limitation thing. Bitch, please, like, the stuff that you use in Skyrim is literally the enhanced stuff that you used in Oblivion. Yeah, so what? The Oblivion engine, textures, and everything that makes Oblivion run is the same exact stuff that's in Fallout 3 and in New Vegas. But the stuff that makes Fallout 4 run is almost the equivalency of Skyrim / Skyrim Remastered or even Oblivion Remastered. So, guys, come on, release that on Nintendo already. Like, if anything, we might be seeing just a lot of Microsoft stuff today, which could be like the return of Rareware, which could be the Yuka Replay E. Very likely we'll see that. I highly doubt we'll see a Nintendo Rare Replay, which would be like Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, 3, DK64, Banjo-Tooie, and a couple other things, like Diddy Kong Racing, but I highly doubt we'll get that. But man, yeah, no, there's quite a lot of things that I would expect to finally show up today, but that's me being hopeful and knowing that very well it's going to be nothing but RPGs and farming sims. Final Fantasy Farming Sim 17. It's going to be that. Introducing the new Final Fantasy and Harvest Moon crossover game. Be like, oh, really? So is it going to be chocobo farming? I'll be back later. I gotta go to the cooler. All right, dear. We'll see you later. Be safe. All right. Nintendo Direct time. And it auto-defaulted to 480p. Ugh. Let's do 720-60. Yeah, that could work. Alright, here we go. Also, I don't have anything planned for us today, so if something I have already said earlier shows up today, and it's available today, you know my ass is gonna play it, but it's gotta be very specific, so... Good morning. Oh, that's a good sign. That's a really good sign already. RP rated pending to M17. But that happens all the time, so I'm not worried. Whoa! Are those the rare colors of yellow and blue? That's gold and blue. That's rare colors right there. Yes, Mario turns goddamn 40 this year. Well, I did say there was rumors that we're gonna get a new Mario game, so... Yep. There you are.
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. We'll start today's Nintendo Direct with the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary.
Yay, the big 4-0 for Mario!
40 years since the launch of Super Mario Bros. In Japan. We got here because so many people have
3D platform Mario.
Thank you all very much. The Mario games have been supported by evolutions in digital technology.
Like I said, it's only a rumor that we'd be getting a new 3D platforming Mario, but just saying that's probably going to happen.
At the Nintendo Museum, which opened in Kyoto last year, we've created an art gallery that displays character illustrations drawn during the development of different games. There are also illustrations and pixel art from the Mario series. Also, from now through next September, the ticket for admission will change to the design shown here.
Oh.
And starting this December, we're planning a 40th anniversary light display. You'll still need a reservation to enter the museum, but we hope those visiting will check it out. On top of that, earlier in May, following Japan and Hollywood, we opened the third Super Nintendo World theme park at Universal Epic Universe in Orlando, Florida. We hope
DK comes to the States next year, huh?
Super Mario in real life.
Oh wait, no, that's just
is more news about
Nintendo
Kyoto.
World, never mind.
We'll be supporting the Kyoto Marathon, which will take place next February.
Hey!
Since its inception in 1985, the Super Mario series has been running for 40 years, thanks to everyone's support. But this time, Mario himself will be cheering on the runners. This is the race bib that the runners will wear, which has the Nintendo logo on it. We'll be supporting in other ways as well. If
It
you're
wouldn't be
interested in
because the Olympic...
marathons,
Oh wait, no, that
why
already
not take the opportunity to run through Kyoto. Also, coming next spring, please take a look at this.
Yeah. Mario Movie 2, hey! Finally! Mario, this is better than Brooklyn. Oh, fuck yeah, let's go. Spice! Yes! Fuck yes! That's how you make a fucking sequel.
The name of the new movie that Nintendo and Illumination are producing together is the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
So you're telling me all of the fucking rumors were true?
Do you think Mario and his friends will have in
Wow!
store? This movie will be the main event of the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary. Let's also hear some remarks from the movie's co-producer,
Wow.
Chris from Illumination. Chris-san.
Thank you, Miyamoto-san. As we celebrate Mario's 40th anniversary, it's an opportunity to reflect on the 4 decades of creativity, imagination, and adventure that Mario has brought to life for fans across generations and around the world. From its groundbreaking world building to its iconic characters and unforgettable music, the Super Mario Brothers have left a lasting impact on the very
fucking
fabric
pumped.
of our culture. All of us at Illumination feel so fortunate to continue our collaboration with Nintendo as we expand the life of Mario in movies. And while the Super Mario Galaxy games are the core inspiration for our story, this next film holds surprises for fans of every Mario era. Our directors, Michael Jelinek and Aaron Horvath, along with the extraordinary
Horvath?
team of artists
What
at our
the
studio
hell
in
kind of last
Paris,
name is that?
are very busy working to deliver a film that aspires to earn its place in the history we're here to celebrate. Brian Tyler is also returning to compose a score that blends together musical themes from Mario's incredible game heritage. And we're also thrilled to welcome back Chris Pratt as Mario, Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach, Charlie Day as Luigi,
Okay.
Jack Black as Bowser, Keegan-Michael Key as Toad, and Kevin Michael Richardson as Kamek. As we
Nice.
continue to make progress on the Super Mario Galaxy movie, we look forward to sharing more with you in the future. And until then, thank you, and back to you, Miyamoto-san.
Thank you, Chris-san.
All right.
I'm also involved in the production every day, and I'm enjoying it. It's a movie worthy of the 40th anniversary. Please wait a little longer for its release. While you're waiting, I have something I'd like to show you.
That's a pretty
Please
strong
take a look at
opener.
this.
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty strong to open with. Oh yes! Oh yes! And 2's coming back. I called it. No, you didn't. Are we getting a third? That's 2 already. That's already 2 confirmed predictions. God, I'm so fucking pumped! God, I love Mario Galaxy 2. I just got done replaying the first one. Oh, nice. I know what that means. What? October 2nd? Less than a month. Less than a month?
It's the games that share the movie's title. Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2. Okay, I'll turn it over to the original director for Super Mario Galaxy, Koizumi-san.
Hi. Hey, hello everyone. I'm Yoshiaki.
Wow, you guys are hitting me hard today.
From here, I'll introduce the games that will be released as part of the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary. First, the two games you just saw were developed around the idea of what Mario's adventures would be like in space. The planets have gravity, and seeing Mario not fall off of them while upside down was very impressive, even as a developer.
Am I gonna get this? Yeah.
The second game also
Does that mean I'm gonna have Mario Galaxy 1, 2 times? Yeah.
In
I don't care.
Library, you can read a story.
If I could play Mario Galaxy 2 again, I'm happy.
And we've also added new pages. We hope you're looking forward to that as well. In addition, the storybook will be available as a real-life product.
No.
The new pages I mentioned won't be included, but more details, including the release timing, will be available on the My Nintendo Store website later today, so please check that out. Super Mario Galaxy plus Super Mario Galaxy 2 will launch on Nintendo Switch, but you can play these games on Nintendo Switch too. Many other Mario titles are also available on Nintendo Switch, so if there's one you haven't played yet, why not take the opportunity to try it? Okay, let's introduce some other Mario games coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
The latest entry in the Mario Tennis series is hitting the court on Nintendo Switch 2. Mario Tennis
Fever!
Use top
Wow, do you hate yourself? Do you feel like you want to have a fucking stroke? And do you want to make sure that you hate yourself so much that you never play this game again? Well, introducing the newest Mario Tennis.
New defensive maneuvers.
Okay, sure.
And swing into action with new equipment called Fever Rackets. Keep a rally going to build up your fever gauge. Then unleash a fever shot.
Oh.
Freeze the court with the ice racket. Summon mushrooms that shrink your opponents using the mini mushroom racket.
Oh, that's so fucked.
Or duplicate yourself with the shadow racket.
Yo.
There are 30 fever rackets, each with their own abilities.
Okay, I'm actually interested. What?
Characters, the most in series history, to find your own strategy.
Holy fuck.
Let's see the game modes being served up. A talking flower provides riveting commentary in tournament mode. Aim for the top by completing different objectives in the Trial Towers mode. Play matches with unexpected rules in
This is nuts.
Mix It Up mode.
A good Mario Tennis.
Some where you'll experience
Own the Wonder Flower.
effects. In the online mode, choose between casual play with customizable rules in Online Room or Go for Glory in ranked matches. You can even gently swing your Joy-Con 2 controller like a racket for a more authentic experience in Swing mode. Plus, after encountering monsters on a remote island, Mario and friends are transformed into babies, kicking off a series of unexpected events in the game's Adventure Mode. With their tennis skills gone, the babies will need to learn how to play and defeat the monsters to return to normal.
Okay.
Mario
I
Tennis Fever
literally
launches on Nintendo Switch 2 February 12th.
I'm actually so fucking stunned right now. I could not breathe there for 20 fucking seconds.
It features familiar
I am
tennis gameplay,
fucking
but
blown
unique to
away
this
how
latest entry are
good
fever
this
shots,
opening
which
already
change
is.
depending on your racket.
The Mario movie
There are
sequel,
plenty of other
Mario
modes as
Galaxy
well,
movie
so please look
confirmed
forward to it.
after rumors over a
Next,
year.
Please take a look at this.
The return of Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, a good Mario Tennis.
Hi. What'll it be?
What?
More multiplayer mayhem is coming to the Flower Kingdom in Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Nintendo
We're
Switch
not
2
done
edition,
yet?
plus meet up in Bella Bell Park.
What?
A large plaza has been discovered in the Flower Kingdom, Bella Bell Park. Here, you can enjoy a variety of attractions that let you team up with or work against friends and family. Let's go over some of the things you can do.
Collect the most coins to win.
Collect coins. as you
What's
make
up,
your way through
Motez?
the course.
There's been
And don't miss
nothing
your
but
chance to get
Mario
rich.
announcements so
Whoever has
far,
the most lives
and
at
they've
the
been
end wins.
a win
Use
after
items to duke
win
it
so
out.
far.
Dodge attacks and try to survive.
So you guys remember how I said that Nintendo's going to come with something like big
Run
and
and
out of
hide
nowhere
and tag.
kind of thing?
If you're tagged, you're it.
Yeah, they weren't
the other
kidding.
players get to
They're actually
transform
coming in
and hide.
strong this time. Oh, you like Mario? Okay.
Work together to relay.
The second Mario movie is announced. It's called Mario Galaxy Movie. After being rumored for like over a year and a half, it's confirmed. But Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 are coming back like in less than a month. And I just got done replaying Mario Galaxy 1, but Mario Galaxy 2 is coming back? I've been saying that's what's going to happen. But now Mario Wonder is getting updated for Switch 2, and we have a Mario Tennis game that actually looks good, and I mean, it is Mario's 40th anniversary, but holy fuck, man.
For multiplayer fun in Bella Bell Park. The Nintendo Switch 2 edition adds other new content as well.
No
Look forward
way.
to more on that in the future. Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Nintendo Switch 2 edition, plus meet up in Bella Bell Park.
Tell me what the
launches
price
on
is.
Nintendo
Come on.
Switch 2 next spring.
Tell me what the price is.
So long.
Oh.
Super Mario Bros. Wonder is getting a Nintendo Switch 2 edition. As its name implies, Meet Up in Bella Bell Park adds more multiplayer options to enjoy. It also adds other new content, so stay tuned for more details in the future. About these chatty characters,
Was it something I said?
the talking flowers. We actually made them.
Oh my god. What?
Oh, really? Sometimes they'll talk on their own, just like that. These talking flowers can make everyday life a little more fun.
That's cool.
They're planned for release next spring.
That's pretty freaking cool.
Okay, next is the last game for the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary part of this presentation.
One day, on the island where Yoshi
No.
and his friends live,
No.
a talking book named Mr. E suddenly falls from the sky.
No.
It looks like the book has information within its pages about unusual creatures. But it can't actually see what's written down. So Yoshi jumps in to help investigate.
No way.
First, let's study this flower-like creature.
We're getting a new Yoshi game.
We found
Oh my
it
God.
right away. It tastes kind of sweet.
Wait.
You can carry this
Wait,
creature
what?
on your back. Touch flower buds with it, and they'll bloom. As you wander
So
through
wait,
the book,
we're going back to the
you'll make
Yoshi's
all
Island
sorts of
series, and we're no
discoveries
longer
about
doing the
creatures you
Yoshi's
find.
Woolly World, Yoshi's Crafted World.
And
We're
those
actually going back to
discoveries will
Yoshi.
be written down. Hey, we found some dandelions.
Because this looks like
Touch
Yoshi's
them, and
Island.
they'll scatter in the air. Oh no, that creature is stuck.
I'm gonna cry.
It seems like the dandelions can absorb nutrients. Oh, they can even cause rocks to crack. Thanks to them, we were able to break the rock. It looks like there are still lots of unusual creatures residing within the book.
Oh my.
A page-turning
God.
adventure awaits. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book launches on Nintendo Switch 2 next spring.
Yes, please. Like, shut up and take my money. I want
A
it.
new game starring Yoshi is on the way.
不思議の図鑑が登場します。
The game takes place within a mysterious book. You'll make discoveries and encounter
Okay,
all sorts of
so
things as
I
you
already have to
explore.
make a list, but
Please
what
stay
they've shown
tuned
so
for future
far,
updates.
I need to get that goddamn Mario
That's all
Galaxy
for the
1 and
Super
2
Mario Brothers
duo pack
40th
that comes out next month. I need to get that Yoshi's Island game that was just announced.
Releases next spring. We hope you enjoy all sorts of adventures.
I gotta
with
look into
Mario.
upgrading my Mario Wonder.
Okay. We'll now begin
So
our
that's already
usual
3,
Nintendo Direct.
and the movie, which is 4.
First, we'll introduce games launching on Nintendo Switch.
Alright, Switch 1. Here we go. Which means you can play it on
It's time
Switch
to
1 and
storm
Switch
into
2.
Cryptica. The mesmerizing world of Cryptica awaits in this 2D side-scrolling roguelike adventure. Fight your way through this 80s anime-inspired realm solo or with a friend in couch co-op, where every battle is twice as chaotic and twice as thrilling. Hone your swift swordplay against a variety of foes, uncover a wide array of unique melee and ranged weapons, and glide through ever-shifting biomes with graceful, acrobatic moves. With the help of magical creatures called Storm Hearts, you'll gain permanent upgrades to boost your abilities and help you on your next run. And in couch co-op mode, you can experiment with ability upgrades by combining and sharing power-ups for different playstyles. Storm Lancers launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch system later today. The wilderness is calling.
Oh, another.
Transform a
Took me
wild
months to
island
realize that Big Boss
inspired by
dies in
the
MJ.
Australian
Yes, he
outback.
does. Yes, he
In
does.
this charming survival
Dinkum.
life sim,
What?
there are plenty of ways to make this
Oh, I've heard of
wilderness
this.
your home. Plant crops, catch fish, gather resources, and
Okay, I'm going to tell you guys right now that this game, Dinkum, I'm looking at it right fucking now. I'm saying that I want to play this, but I'm probably not going to play it as much as Mrs. Oaf and Mama Oaf. This is not me doing a hot take, but I am calling out both of them because I know for a fucking fact they're going to get this game. And I'm down to getting the game as well. So just letting you guys know right now that it looks like I'm going to be getting this one.
line co-op.
Oh no! Oh no!
Exclusive on the Nintendo
Yeah,
Switch
Dinkum.
system, November
Well, I
5th.
mean, dear, come on, you
Pre-orders
can't
and a
lie.
demo will be available later today on Nintendo eShop. Embark on a colorful adventure.
Castle Crashers? No.
Save a mysterious
Castle.
planet in the platforming adventure Popucom. Team up
What?
locally or online in this multiplayer-only game. On this planet, color is key. Attack enemies with the same color to defeat them. Each adventurer can only fire 2 colors, so you'll need to swap between them during battle. Timing is critical too. Work together to fire colors at the right time to overcome obstacles. You can also use items like shields to block lasers or drones to create platforms. Powerful bosses can be found at the end of stages. Team up to take them down.
Okay.
Additionally, party mode Up to 4 pals can take on a variety of challenges together.
There.
A colorful co-op adventure awaits in Popucom.
I might actually get
launching on
that.
Nintendo Switch this holiday.
If you're gonna mix platforming and puzzles, I'll get that. Why not? Oh my god, Miitopia.
Here, on this small island floating in the sea, are Mii characters, each living their own carefree lives.
Miitopia!
When is the game coming out?
Let's take a look at what's happening in the Tomodachi Life Living the Dream game.
Oh, it's
You're in
Tomodachi
charge
Life,
of
but
this
still.
island.
Yeah, I'd probably
You
get
can
this
create
too.
Mii characters
I'm
of
not gonna
anyone
lie.
you'd like living here. Base them on a friend, a family member, or even yourself. Once
So
you've
this
chosen
is
their
going to be another one
personality
you guys are going to see
and
me and
voice,
Mrs. Oaf play.
My name is Anne.
Your Mii is good to go.
I can't wait to start.
You know, I'm
having fun.
actually surprised
The Mii characters you create will enjoy the
because so far they've introduced a lot of games so far that can be played single and co-op and multiplayer, sure. But a lot of these seem like games that Mrs. Oaf and I might actually be playing either for stream for you guys or on our own. And I'm not gonna lie, this is another one.
Looks like that hit the spot.
100% dear.
This Mii looks bored all by their lonesome. Someone needs a pick-me-up.
Oh, so we're no longer doing the fucking apartment building style. This is actually pseudo Animal
Really hit it
Crossing.
off, all thanks to this meetup. This is just a small slice of the life here on the island. Stay tuned for more information in the future.
Yeah, oh, the Super Zapper. What? The Super Scope, not the Super Zapper.
We interrupt to bring you some breaking news.
Is that Aaron Hansen?
This just in.
Is that me
Following
supposed to be
previous
Aaron
reports
Hansen?
Of a 2026 release date, we can now confirm that Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream, launches next spring. More on this story as it develops.
There was breaking news in that trailer. Tomodachi Life Living the Dream will launch next spring. Please
Just
wait a
eating it
little
up
longer
today.
for this new dream life. Next up are games heading to Nintendo Switch 2, including some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch.
Dash, slash, and clash in these games. Get over here and choose your fighter in this totally collection of Mortal Kombat classics.
Get the
This
fuck outta
compilation features
here.
Multiple classic games from the 90s and early 2000s, including arcade, console, and handheld versions. Friendship matters, so fight your pals locally or take the in-game tournament global with added support for online play. Want a break from combat? Dive into an interactive documentary that includes concept art, archival footage, and exclusive interviews with the original creators. Prepare to test your might when Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection launches digitally on Nintendo Switch 2.
No
and Nintendo
goddamn
Switch
way.
October 30th, and physically December 12th.
Let's finish this.
Experience the first game in the Final Fantasy VII Remake Trilogy.
Oh my god.
Step into the role of Cloud
Oh
Strife, a former
my
member
God.
of Shinra's elite soldier unit. While he's working as a mercenary, the legendary hero Sephiroth, who supposedly died on a past mission, suddenly appears. The fate of the planet is now in your hands. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system January 22nd.
Yep, I'm getting it. Fuck.
Save the world
I'm getting
from
it.
malicious machines in this action roguelite adventure.
I'm gonna have to get the Final
Battle
Fantasy
foes
VII
to
remake
rescue
finally
robot
after
allies.
how many years now?
Collect
I'm
resources
finally getting it.
And create a place for others to call home. Then, customize your weapon classes and unlock powerful abilities. You can also catch fish, harvest crops, and craft items between missions. Online, You can team up with
Did that
friends
bitch
in
just say
co-op or
Clockwork
via
Orange?
game share. Mouse controls are also supported on Nintendo Switch 2. Linked Banner of the Spark launches on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch later today.
Well, daughter of Hades, princess of the underworld, it would seem that you are finally prepared. But time itself is against us. And war has come to Mount Olympus. Shall you rush now to your family's defense?
Are we having a Hades Castlevania crossover?
Or shall you strike our enemy in the heart of the underworld?
Is this a Hades Castlevania crossover? Santa Maria! No!
You know me, Headmistress. I'll do both. Death to Kronos.
Prepare to battle beyond the underworld of Greek myth in Hades 2. Play as the princess of the underworld to take on the sinister titan of time. Wield powerful weapons of night, the Sister Blades, the Moonstone Axe, the Witch's Staff, and more. Cast a binding circle to ensnare your enemy.
Come on, tell me that we're getting a fucking Castlevania crossover with Hades.
Along the way,
Because I might actually get into Hades now.
you new skills and abilities. Mix and match to find the most powerful combinations.
You need to get yeah, I might be getting Hades as well, because
Each time you set out, you'll be faced with different choices. And you'll keep growing stronger and unlocking new upgrades.
I've heard people suggest this series a lot.
Unravel the story.
I've never played any of the
On
Hades
Nintendo
games.
Switch 2, experience the action in up to 120 frames per second in TV mode. Hades 2 launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch September 25th. New Amiibo figures right in.
Is it on both consoles? We'll have to double check that later on here, but we'll look into it.
Soon, and 2 new Amiibo are also on the way.
I can't fucking wait for that game to release, by the way. Kirby Air Ride 2. Oh my god.
Your figure players will level up as they compete, and their machine's proficiency level will also increase.
Yeah.
Plus, with the Amiibo, you can swap riders. Just like in the game, you can choose your rider and machine. Levels are also transferred over.
Wait, what?
These 2 new Amiibo will be available November 20th, the same day as the game's launch. Be on the lookout for
Excuse me,
more Kirby
what?
Air Riders
Brand
Amiibo
new
updates in the
Amiibos?
future. And a second Kirby Air Riders Direct, hosted by the game's director, Mr. Sakurai, is also on the way.
Oh my god, Sakurai?
After traveling back in time, Princess Zelda meets the first king of Hyrule, Rauru, and the queen, Sonia. She joins them to take on Demon King Ganondorf in a conflict that will come to be known as the Imprisoning War. Take on hordes of enemies as you fight alongside your allies. Like this brave Korok. Get familiar with your allies' abilities so you know which character to swap to in any situation. Zonai devices can bring water, wind, and other effects to combat. Make strategic use of them to counter your enemies and alter the flow of battle. Pair up with nearby allies to unleash mighty sync strikes.
What?
Depending on the pair, sync strikes can deal high damage
Oh
or
my
have a variety of
God.
other effects. Invite a friend to fight alongside you in split-screen co-op. And with Game Share, you can play together on 2 separate systems, even if only one player has the game. Uncover ancient truths that were only glimpsed in The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment launches on Nintendo Switch 2, November 6th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Oh!
Right, that's enough for one day. Time for me to head back to the castle. And remember, not a word about this place to anyone. There's more to the world than this island, and we're going to prove it. Okay, 1, 2, 3!
Is this...
It all began with a spark of curiosity. Guided by a mysterious tablet, a group of young heroes embark on a journey to reclaim a lost world.
Oh!
As they venture into the unknown, they'll
Oh
encounter
my
many
God!
foes and a myriad of twists and trials. What awaits them beyond it all?
It's fucking beautiful.
Dragon Quest VII Reimagined.
Oh.
That's the spirit. Look out, world.
Wow.
Here they come.
Wow, I actually got a tear to my eye.
That was Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. We hope you're looking forward to the journey ahead in this reimagined world. Now, we'd like to announce 2 things. First, here's some news about the Nintendo Today smart device app. The app continues to deliver all sorts of information about Nintendo games and characters on a daily basis. And we're adding a new Kirby theme.
Nice.
We're also delivering information regularly about Kirby Air Riders leading up to the game's release, so please check that out. Secondly, we have news about Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack.
Go on.
Please take a look at this.
Coming to Nintendo Classics. Virtual Boy.
No fucking way!
You'll be able to enjoy a collection of Virtual Boy games in stereoscopic 3D while playing on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
Oh, sorry, Motez. Just saw your message. We'll see you later, man. No worries.
Accessory.
They're bringing back the Virtual Boy. What?
Virtual Boy hardware by inserting a console to play.
Oh, my eyes were already fucked up enough.
Both Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch are supported.
VR, baby!
Play Mario's Tennis.
Oh, man.
Galactic Pinball. Telero Boxer, and more. The 14 classic games shown here are planned to be released over time. Virtual Boy Nintendo Classics is scheduled to launch February 17th. The dedicated accessory needed to play Virtual Boy Nintendo Classics will be available in the future. A cardboard model of the accessory will also be available.
Ooh. We hope you're looking forward to Virtual Boy Nintendo Classics. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a miss for me. I don't know about getting Virtual Boy. I'm just gonna be honest. If you got an actual VR set, yeah, I'd get that. But a Virtual Boy, dude, the fact that you brought back the VB, no thank you. My eyes are already fucked. I don't need to play Virtual Boy. Oh, Fatal Frame 2!
Find themselves lost and wander into the village. They encounter
I never played the first one.
The victims of a past tragedy. Now, Mio must use the camera obscura, a device that can pacify the unsettled ghosts and find a way home. But as she delves deeper into the mystery,
Don't let go of my hand.
Mayu's sanity slips away. Where will the Crimson Butterfly lead them? Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly Remake launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system early next year. Upgrade your play with the Nintendo Switch 2 editions of these games. In the Nintendo Switch 2
Not gonna
edition
lie,
of One
pretty
Piece
strong so
Pirate
far.
Warriors 4, you'll face off against more on-screen enemies than ever before as you aim to become King of the Pirates. Enjoy camera play and more in Overcooked 2, Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Serve up dishes and reactions while you cook together. Mouse controls are cropping up in the Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Mrs.
of Stardew
Oaf.
Valley. Plus, up to 4 friends locally can play in split-screen multiplayer. And with Game Share, up to 4 players can play together if one person has the game.
Yep. DS download play.
5 new levels, including Candyland
Let's go.
and Museum,
I haven't
are
played this in
dropping
so
with
long, so I want to
Human Fall
replay Human Fall
Nintendo
Flat.
Switch 2 edition.
And I think Mrs. Oaf might play this with me.
Controls, you can enjoy a new way to wobble with physics-based fun.
Actually, Mrs. Oaf, you remember playing Gang Beasts? That's essentially Human Fall Flat.
Craving more to clean?
Power Wash Simulators?
Power Wash Simulator makes its triumphant return with a shiny new entry in the relaxing Clean 'em Up series.
Ooh.
Unholster your washer and effortlessly blast the dirt away.
I have it
as you
for
transform
PS4,
your
but I might
sullied
need to get it for
surroundings
Switch.
into squeaky clean scenes.
I might have to get it for
Make use
Switch.
of new tools and supplies.
Crap,
including
the list is
enhanced soap,
growing.
A surface cleaner, additional power washers, and rigging equipment for those hard-to-reach places.
Yeah.
Wash your way through a fresh
Oh
campaign
my
as
God.
you explore even more of Muckingham. Then venture into new grimy locations, including Detergent Toe and Lubra City. After a hard day's work, take some time to unwind in your home base and spruce up the place with furniture and accessories.
Oh, I
you
need to get
collected.
this.
And for the first time, up to 4 players can make progress in the
Oh,
campaign
so me
together
and
in
Mrs.
online
Oaf, or me
co-op.
and LH, or me and
Or
other
split
people.
the
Oh
work
my God,
between
yes,
2
please.
players with local split screen. Very satisfying indeed. Sit back, relax, and clean to your heart's content when Power Wash Simulator 2 launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system this fall. The fruit matching phenomenon returns. Suika Game is back and rounder than ever. This time, the fruit falls toward the center of a circle, and you can drop it from any angle. It's 360
Guys, we
degrees
still
of
have
fruit
like
dropping fun.
16 minutes left in this direct.
If you combine
Let that
fruits a
sink
certain
in.
number
We
of
still have
times,
another
it's
1-6.
Super evolution time. When this is active, you can earn bonus points based on the number of fruits you merge. Plus, with the Nintendo Switch 2 version, you can play with others locally via GameShare. This allows you and up to 3 players to drop and merge fruit together in co-op. Rotate, aim, and go for the watermelon when Suika Game Planet launches on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch this winter.
Star Wars. I know Star Wars when I see it. But what is this Star Wars? It's Metroid. Samus has a motorcycle? What? It's open world. Shut up and take my money right fucking now. Oh, she's back. What? Yes. 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 No, that can't be it. The fuck you. Give me more. Fuck. What? The day before my birthday? No fucking way. The day before my birthday. Fucking called it. Yes!
This is where you're from, DK? This island is beautiful.
DLC is smashing its way into Donkey Kong Bonanza. This new edition lets you barrel around DK Island, the home of some familiar faces. And if you finish the main game story, Void Kong will offer you a position in the ranks of the Void Company.
What do you think? Ready!
Your mission? Collect as much shiny green ore as you can in Emerald Rush. Meet your emerald quota within the time limit to clear each round. The key to amassing emeralds is collecting fossils to gain perks. Collect a fossil and you'll get to pick from 3 random ones. Perks have different effects, like getting more emeralds from defeated enemies or more jam-packed treasure chests. There are all sorts to choose from.
I am so fucking happy.
Perks, then collect oodles of emeralds. You can also smash Bonanza gems to gain random skills that power up Donkey Kong during your run. Your perks and skills reset after each run. But Fossil and Bonandium gem locations stay the same. Refine your winning strategy with each go. When a run ends, you'll earn in-game rewards based on how well you did. Playing can net you new fashions and statues to display on DK Island.
I'm fucking blown away.
Plus, you'll get to play Emerald Rush on more layers.
Oh.
Take on the challenge to earn that promotion. The Donkey Kong Bonanza, DK Island, and Emerald Rush paid DLC launches on Nintendo Switch 2.
Fuck you, no!
Today. Plus, a free demo of the main game
The
will also be
DLC
available
today?
on Nintendo eShop later today.
Donkey Kong Bonanza is getting paid DLC called DK Island and Emerald Rush. Please look forward to collecting lots of emeralds in Emerald Rush and exploring this modern take on DK Island. Next, please take a look at this.
What? What the? What?
This land is just waiting to be shaped by a Ditto that looks like a human.
Ditto Minecraft?
And what's that in the grass? Oh, that's Bulbasaur, a grass-type Pokemon. What's this? Looks like Ditto's got an idea.
What? What? It's Pokemon Animal Crossing.
By learning this move, you can make grass grow. Squirtle's water gun will keep
it
all healthy. As nature flourishes, so do the Pokemon.
I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm 100% getting it.
Collect rocks and wood to build with. Till the fields and grow delicious crops.
Yeah, I'm getting this.
Build homes for the Pokemon you meet. There's so much to do here. No need to rush, though. Go at your own pace.
Oh, Ludicolo's in the game. Yep, I'm getting it.
Wonderful space before you know it.
Oh my god, you get
Pokemon Pokopia.
Oh my god.
A brand new Pokemon game is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh, I'm getting that.
We hope you're looking forward to Pokemon Pokopia, where a Ditto with a human appearance builds a new life with other Pokemon.
Tell me you can connect this to Pokemon
Next,
Home.
we have information about another Pokemon game, which launches very soon.
Oh, it's the Mega Starters. Okay. Yep, like I knew it. They're just going to do a quick pre-roll. Oh my god! About time. About goddamn time. Oh, yes.
It appears that new Mega Evolved Pokemon have been discovered in Lumio City, where people and Pokemon live. Pokemon Legends ZA launches October 16th. We have one more Pokemon trailer. Please take a look.
Oh. Oh. My God. Raichu X, Raichu Y? All 'cause of Hoopa.
Pokemon Legends ZA is getting paid DLC called Mega Dimension. Raichu has 2 different Mega Evolutions. How do you think they'll perform? More details will be shared in the future. Let's move on to some more headlines.
Ready for some killer fun in the sun?
Dead Island.
Are you okay? You seem pretty out of it.
No, not Dead Island.
Originally released over 10 years ago, Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair is making the ultimate comeback.
Pass.
While on a school trip to Jabberwock Island, you and your classmates are trapped in a murderous game. After each deadly incident, a heated class trial will begin. In high-speed detective action, you'll shoot down contradictions and counter opponents to reveal the truth. And along with the main game, an additional story is included. One incident will trigger an entirely new scenario with different victims and culprits.
The wait is over! The next class trial is about to begin!
Danganronpa 2x2 launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems next year. Make history in the 3 kingdoms. Dynasty Warriors Origins is marching on to Nintendo Switch 2. The 3 Kingdoms, an era of warring factions. As a nameless hero, join forces with Xiao Xiao, Sun Jian, or Liu Bei on your journey to become a true warrior. Your choices will influence your story and may even alter historical events from the 3 kingdoms. Plus, paid DLC is on the way. Choose a different path and experience new developments that weren't in the main story. Walk your own path and become a one-man army. When Dynasty Warriors Origins and the DLC both launch on Nintendo Switch 2, January 22nd. 2 fates are now intertwined.
New Monster Hunter, yeah.
Welcome to the sprawling world of Monster Hunter, where all sorts of monsters live. By bonding with certain creatures called monsties, you can traverse the land, climb cliffs, swim across water, and fly through the air as you freely explore the map. However, a strange phenomenon that causes petrification now threatens the world. It's up to you to venture forth and find the source of the danger in order to prevent total calamity. Raise your monsties, bond with them, and work together to face whatever stands in your path. Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflection, soars onto Nintendo Switch 2, March 13th.
Okay, so I haven't been looking at the screen, so I missed a lot of stuff that just showed up on this part. So some of this is going to be kind of amazing to see. No. They didn't. Oh my god.
Hello? Yes.
Who was it?
Dunno. They asked for Miss Ashcroft and then they hung up on me. Rude.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, you're FBI? Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
Oh my god.
Grace. Stay close to me.
Oh my god.
I'm coming.
Keep moving.
What's wrong?
I'll explain later.
Oh my god.
I've been watching you. You're not like other people, you know. You're quite unique.
Tell me what's going on.
Something important. Grace.
No way. No way.
There's no escaping your destiny.
There's a new Res Evil. Oh my god.
A brand new entry in the Resident Evil series is launching on Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you're looking forward to Resident Evil Requiem, where you'll face unknown nightmares. Plus, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, the first in the series with a first-person perspective. And Resident Evil Village, which broke new ground for the series, also launched the same day. Thank you for watching so far. Next will be our last announcement. Please take a look.
What do you have? Oh my god, it's Fire Emblem. Oh my god.
bold warriors, draw now upon your strength. Hold fast to the devotion in your beating hearts. Hear me now as I declare that the heroic games have begun!
Oh, I know this stage because of Smash as well, by the way.
I only want to fight so I can save my father's life.
Oh my god.
What I seek is a great strength. An unyielding strength for any foe. Sheer strength to uphold the faith I hold dear. Above all, I need the strength to lead my people. Strength enough for a queen!
It is imperative that I face it again.
This is solid, man.
Cull it with this blade.
There's a man I hate so much that simply killing him will not satisfy me.
Oh my god.
For that reason, I refuse to die.
I won't let you hurt her!
And now warm blood is served in a crude cup.
You think I'd let you deny me my feelings?
I refuse to accept defeat. Not now!
For those who stand upon the final stage, I shall grant whatever wish you may desire. So say I, the Divine Sovereign, that I vow to you.
The years were long, weren't they? Have you forgotten me so soon?
That was the trailer for Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, the latest in the series. This intertwining story happens alongside the thrilling, heroic games.
Okay.
All kinds of stories await. Please stay tuned for future updates. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for presenting, because that was solid. That was fucking solid. All right. Well, let me go ahead and put a post onto YouTube real quick. All right, give me one moment. Give me one moment because I'm making a post real quick. And then I'm going to put this here. There. Okay, so, wow, that was... So, yeah, that was... Wow. I need to figure out what's going on with Donkey Kong at that point, because Donkey Kong gets DLC, which I'm just sitting here like, what? You guys gave DLC like I thought you would? I thought there would be Donkey Kong news. There was Zelda news, Pokemon news, a lot of good stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Yoshi's coming back in full glory. Like, I've got to put a list together because that's a lot of good stuff. But Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, which seems like it's going to be open world. Yeah, I've been playing Ace Attorney. So, you're telling me that Metroid comes out right before I turn 30. What? Metroid open... Rotus, you just missed it. We just ended the Nintendo Direct. Like, it just ended, Rotus. It just ended. Yeah, the new Metroid Prime 4 Beyond that was announced, what was it? Back in 2015? No. Has it been 10 years? Yeah, it's been about 10 years since we first got the announcement for Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, when it was originally called Metroid Prime 4. It was like 10 or 12 years ago it was first announced, then we finally got the confirmation that it exists like 2 or 3 years ago. It's coming out this year, December 4th, the day before my birthday. We already had hints that it was going to be like the biggest Metroid because it ties in everything together. It's the Galactic Federation homeworld, and the pirates and the Metroids are being cloned, but your rival Sylix or Culex or whatever from Prime Hunters survived, and he's the one working with the space pirates and the Galactic Federation to make all these clones, and he's the reason why people keep coming back after death, and the reason why you keep getting fucked over, because he's your longest known rival, apparently. So he's the main bad guy for the upcoming game, and it's confirmed it's open world. Samus has a motorcycle. A lot of Pokemon stuff, like Pokemon fusion with Minecraft and Animal Crossing, and if you think that's weird, well, I finally checked out Satisfactory. Satisfactory, that game, oh yeah, I would totally play that, but that's space Minecraft. It's literally space Minecraft. So Pokemon version's coming out, and I'm going to get that. Pokemon ZA news, we had Zelda news, which literally confirmed a couple of theories as confirmed. Hold on, do you really mean to say, accidental or not, that I've known you for years? Yeah, see, that's the fun part, Rotus. I'm coming to realize that I've known people for several years at this point, and I've never known their birthdays till too late, so don't worry about it, Rotus. I'm the same exact way. But Zelda got announced, and we have basically a lot of stuff confirmed when it comes to theories. Donkey Kong got DLC. We're going back home to DK Isle. And it's available today. $20. We get to go back to Donkey Kong Island, which is pretty fucking beautiful. But it basically confirms that it happens after DK64, which confirms that Pauline in Donkey Kong Bonanza is the daughter of the current day Pauline from Odyssey. So Pauline in this game, this one on Donkey Kong's shoulder, is the same Lady Pauline from Mario Odyssey, who's also in Mario Kart World. Like, that Pauline you see down here, above Toad, next to the Koopa Troopa, and just below the burger that Donkey Kong's holding, that Pauline on the motorcycle, she's the mother of that Pauline in Donkey Kong Bonanza, confirmed. My theory was correct. But you wanna know what's even more nuts, Rotus? There's this fucking ability called Sync that's gonna be in Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. And in the trailer, they showed the sync ability with the Light Sage Rauru and his sister, the Spirit Sage Minaru. My latest theory about the Interloper War and the Light Spirits might actually have been true this whole time, and I placed that theory right before this trailer came out. My theory hit it on the head. But I also confirmed that we'd be getting Donkey Kong news. Either a DLC or an add-on or something. We got the best DLC we could get, which is going back to Donkey Kong Island. After everything. After all 5 country games and even DK64. Confirming where Donkey Kong Bonanza is on the timeline. Which is even after Odyssey. But we got a new Yoshi game coming out, which I'm stoked about. There is so much, like Resident Evil Requiem, the new Resident Evil 9 is coming to Switch 2, and it looks sick. I mean, I don't know how to describe it, Rotus. There is so much that was announced, and I just... Ah, man. What a terrible time to live in the States. So, with that being said, wow. I just... I don't know what I'm talking about, man. Oh, bros, don't worry, it's even worse to live out of the States. No, it ain't. Not right now, no. When you got the rest of the world saying we have it worse, yeah, no. Yeah. There's comedians and actors who are literally doing their stand-up tours worldwide to other countries and have asked, so who has it worse right now? You do. And as someone who lives here, when we can't even buy groceries, let me give you this example, Rotus. A carton of eggs, a dozen eggs, 12 eggs in a styrofoam container. The lowest I've seen it go to is maybe $6. $6 for eggs. $6 for a basic pack of eggs. That's $6 United States dollars. So if we put that into the conversion rate to where you're at, it's going to be astronomical. Just because of everything that's been going on. It's terrible because, like, we can't even fucking afford to live in the country. So, yeah, I have a list of a lot of games I want to get, and even the Mario movie sequel I want to see, you know, the Mario Galaxy movie, but man, I have to actually be smart because I'm not going to be able to get all of that. But there's so much I want to get. Donkey Kong, Zelda, Mario, Pokemon... Fucking, I'm even interested in getting the Resident Evil game, the fucking Final Fantasy VII remake. Like, I know that I played the original, and I wasn't too impressed. But the Final Fantasy VII remake has been capturing my eye, and I finally can get it. Wow, there's so much good stuff releasing, and I'm just impressed. But for Nintendo to confirm outright, yeah, this is Rauru, this is Sonya, the first rulers and founders of the kingdom. So you guys can stop bitching about it. Nintendo officially said it. And then they're like, here's the sync ability, and we're going to show it with Light and Spirit. Light Spirits? Yeah, Nintendo, you know, I just released a Zelda Theory video, which is going to get a follow-up just because of this trailer. And that trailer just basically confirmed, like, a lot of us were right when it came to Zelda theories. But you know what's even more nuts? When it came to, like, sync ability, sync as in S-Y-N-C, as in, like, two things could be fused together. Oh yeah, and with Mega Pokemon, the mythical Pokemon Hoopa that can open up wormholes, summon any Pokemon, thing, or person from any dimension reality, and then summon it and then control its mind. we now have new Mega Stones called Fused Megas for Mega Raichu X and Mega Raichu Y. That got confirmed. Oh, but that's not all. There is so much, Rotus. Like, I'm sorry if you got here, like, right after the Direct, but it's an hour-long Direct, and it was a straight win. The first, like, 10 to 15 minutes, yeah, it was just Mario stuff, but I was blown away by the quality of that Mario stuff. Like, the return of Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 in one package. But as a Zelda fan, do I feel kind of burnt that they didn't announce, Twilight Princess on the GameCube or Twilight Princess HD with Wind Waker HD? No, I'm not. I'm not burned by that at all. But mark my words, every single Zelda fan is going to bitch because they didn't get Twilight Princess HD with Wind Waker HD. And to that I say, we already have Wind Waker on the GameCube cabinet, so I don't see why we need it, but whatever. But yeah, no, there was a lot of good stuff today, Rotus. And I'm sorry if you got here way too late, but like, man, that was a pretty solid Direct. That was a pretty damn good Direct. Apparently, the Donkey Kong DLC is already out, though. So, yeah, I don't have anything else planned for you guys today. I want to do the Donkey Kong DLC, but at the same time, I can't really afford to get that right now, so I need to hold off on that, at least for a while. So, if you guys want to know what we're doing today, we're probably going to end it off early, because it was a Nintendo Direct / presentation day, so you guys already know that I was up a majority of the night and only got, like, the GBA has an update? What? Okay. Also, Rotus, the Virtual Boy is coming back. You know, the VR attempt that Nintendo made in the late 80s, early 90s? Yeah, that's coming back. I don't know why anybody would want that, but a lot of good stuff. Oh, that update was for the startup screen, that's right. But yeah, no, I need to basically get a couple of things planned out with my budget before I make any purchases. As of right now, we're not going to be doing the Donkey Kong DLC yet. But once I get that, what do you call it? Once I get the DLC, we're going to go through the Donkey Kong DLC 100%. VR is not a bad thing, but... No, Rotus, this isn't VR. This is Virtual Boy. Completely different. Completely different. So, this isn't really VR. Virtual Boy, if you know what that is, it was a interface where you had this thing that stood on a tabletop, and it was basically a headset. But it's not a headset, it's goggles. And they don't go over your head. You have to sit down on a chair, lean forward, extend your neck like I'm doing with my face towards the microphone, and then lean your eyes in to press against the lenses, and then watch a screen that's less than 3 inches away. That's not virtual reality, that's just putting goggles up to a screen like you would get for, like, dollar store VR headsets for cell phones. Like 10 years ago, right? So here's the other fun thing about that. They're bringing it back. They literally showed that they're bringing back Virtual Boy And the only way to play the Virtual Boy cabinet on Switch and Switch 2 is to get the Virtual Boy accessory, which I looked at and I'm like, that's just basically a repurposed old school Virtual Boy that fucked up people's eyes. And why people did not want to do virtual reality in the 90s. So, basically, they've repurposed the old Virtual Boy, and it's coming back. I'm not getting it. I'm just going to be honest with you, because every single game is a black background with red pixels, and that's it. And it's not like a red that could be very tame, like the red on the Game Boy Advance logo, or here on the N64 on Zelda. Imagine that red, and now it's bright. And it's on a black background. And that's your virtual reality. When I mean that Virtua Boy or Virtual Boy was such a flop that nobody wanted VR in the 90s, I mean it. It's because, like, imagine Tron, but shittier. That's what Virtual Boy was. It was Tron, but shittier. And they literally showed in this direct, oh my god, we're bringing back Virtual Boy, and you can only play with the Virtual Boy goggles. I'm like, no, I'm good. My eyes are already fucked up. I don't need to fuck them up even more. Man, I don't know what else to say. There was so much good stuff, and I know that that YouTube is going to be full of videos and stuff now. People are going to be like, oh, here's a trailer analysis and all this. I might have to do another fucking trailer analysis theory video as well myself, but I mean, I could try to do a trailer analysis with you guys right now live. I'm thinking about it. Which probably also means I'm going to have to highlight this and then put it onto YouTube and be like, oh, here's a trailer analysis of the next Hyrule Warriors. Age of Imprisonment. They said that it would last an hour. Yeah, it lasted about an hour. Oh, man. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's coming out in November. Oh, fuck me.
Rider and machine.
Oh, Age of Imprisonment's coming out in November? Oh, man. Okay. Okay, we got Ganondorf, and he already has the Malice and the Gloom, and he's able to summon out stuff. The Blood Moon. There was Zelda followed up by Rauru. Now we have all of the sages with Zelda. Zelda's hand, Rauru's hand, fusing together. That's the sync ability that we just saw. Them clasping the hands like that, that's the new sync ability. Which also means that, what do you call it? Zelda standing on Minaru's back there just a moment ago, that's also the sync ability. So that's two sages using their powers at once, which is Minaru using the soul separation. So if I had to take a guess, this is after Rauru has passed away and sealed Ganondorf, and Minaru has separated her soul from her body, but before Zelda swallows her stone. So this is quite literally after Rauru dies and Ganondorf is sealed, but before Zelda goes ahead and becomes the Light Dragon. This would have to be then during my theory where the heroes... the ancient hero construct aspect comes to life, and Age of Imprisonment makes so much sense 1 and 2. Or this happens before Ganondorf is sealed and Minaru is off screen somewhere. Rauru's castle, and that's the confirmation of where it was the whole time too, so there's the lead up. Shrine of Resurrection is right over here. Inside of this cave, right here, you can see it right there where my mouse is. That's the lead up to the castle, which means to get to the castle, you needed to use that side area behind the Temple of Time. More than likely, if not, you lead up to it.
After traveling back.
Damn it. Did you forget to switch screens? Yes, I did. I am sorry. Let me go back. Okay, Ganondorf. Then we have Zelda, Rauru, Sages. That's the sync ability, them clasping the hands. Which also shows them using the sync ability here, and here, and here, and here. So 2 Sages using powers at once. Rauru's Castle.
After traveling...
Which, if you want to know where Rauru's Castle was, there's the Shrine of Resurrection over here. You can see the cave. And then there's the lead up that led to all those broken stairs and everything. So to get up to Rauru's Castle, you either need to go this way, or you need to use that archway over here behind the Temple of Time.
After traveling back in time, Princess Zelda meets the first king of Hyrule. Traveling back in time. Princess Zelda meets the first king of Hyrule. Traveling back in time. Princess Zelda meets the first king of Hyrule.
I'm just doing this for confirmation.
Princess Zelda meets the first king of Hyrule. Traveling back
I'm sorry, what was that?
Princess Zelda meets the first king of Hyrule.
Oh, the first king of Hyrule. The very first king of Hyrule, meaning, yes, he's the one that established the kingdom of Hyrule after the Interloper War, but before Minish Cap. Hot damn, I was correct.
Rauru and the queen, Sonia.
Let's fucking go.
She joins them to take on Demon King Ganondorf in a conflict that will come to be known as the Imprisoning War. Take on
Oh, this looks so good.
hordes of enemies as you fight alongside your allies. Like this brave Korok. Get familiar with your allies' abilities so you know which character to swap to in any situation. Zonai devices can bring water, wind, and other effects to combat. Make strategic use of them to counter your enemies and alter the flow of battle. Pair up with nearby allies to unleash mighty sync strikes. Pair up with nearby allies to unleash mighty sync strikes.
That sync strike, that is the key to what made my recent theory make so much sense. So this is obviously going to need to be highlighted, cut, put onto YouTube as a Zelda theory trailer analysis, whatever the hell you want to call it. But when it comes to my theory of It Makes Sense 1 and 2, and also of the Interloper War theory that I just released, this is the fucking trailer to confirm it all. And that's why I don't make predictions anymore, because of how scary accurate it can be. Guys, there you go. Wait, that ginormous building over the Resurrection Shrine is Rauru's Castle. Yeah, because he's the first king of Hyrule. There was no kingdom before Skyward Sword, and there was no kingdom during Skyward Sword. Immediately after Skyward Sword, what happened? People started making settlements, but there was no kingdom. There was no royalty, and then bam, the Interloper War, aka the first war over Dominion of the Sacred Realm, which led to the Interlopers becoming the Twili, the Temple of Time being created, so then the Triforce is sealed in the Sacred Realm, and the first kingdom established, i.e., King Rauru. Holy fuck, I was right. This is going to be an amazing game, and those fucking, Zelda tubers who say, Tears of the Kingdom is garbage and says that this game's going to be garbage, they could probably go fuck themselves with whatever they can find.
Get familiar with your allies' abilities.
Yeah, this totally looks awful. Oh my god. This badass lady that is in charge of the entire underground and can separate her soul from her body is able to freeze all of these demonic frogs underground in one fell swoop. Yeah, that looks like a terrible game. Get the fuck out of here.
So you know which character to swap to in any situation.
You know who you are.
Zonai devices can bring water, wind, and other effects to combat. Make strategic use of them to counter your enemies and alter the flow of battle.
So just like in Tears of the Kingdom, we see the effects of these Zonai devices being used in battle, like the fans and its air properties and the electricity being used to neutralize these goddamn Gibdo, just like in Tears of the Kingdom. But
make strategic use of them to counter your enemies and alter the...
That's a sword, and it seems like it's using electrical or at least light power, because the only things that can really hurt a Gibdo is light, electricity, or fire. It seems like it's a light blade. Mix that with this fan, it's a light fan. Or at least electricity, because that's an electric transmitter. Oh, emitter, not transmitter.
To counter your enemies and alter the flow of battle.
Okay, electric emitter with a fan, electric wind, neutralize the Gibdo.
Pair up with nearby allies to unleash mighty sync strikes. Depending on the pair, sync strikes can deal high damage or have a variety of other effects.
I'm sorry, what is this?
Sync strikes can deal high damage or have a variety of other effects.
Let me go ahead and slow that down, just in case anybody's missing that.
Sync strikes can deal high damage or have a variety of other effects.
Wow, that's light and spirit together. And both Rauru and his older sister Minaru, the last two surviving Zoey, look a lot like goats. Light spirits. Goat, light spirits. And the spirit temple is under the province of Faron. Faron, the light spirits. These two are the only surviving Zoey of their entire race to disappear because of the interloper war that happened before this. Hot damn, it's confirmed. It would make sense, being light. Isn't Zelda often the light sage, the light No, she's not the light sage. She's the light dragon, but what she is the goddess sage, which is a mixture of both light and time. It's furthermore evident because she's the eventual descendant of both Rauru and Sonia through bloodline connection. So that's why the goddess sage is always light and time together, not light itself. But because Zelda is basically a bloodline descendant of both Rauru and his wife, the first queen of Hyrule, Sonia, since they both would be the ancient ancestors of Zelda, that's why she can tap into both time via Sonia's bloodline lineage, via the goddess Hylia, and Rauru's for light. But in Twilight Princess, you have a fourth light spirit, Ordana the goat. I was right.
Invite a friend to fight alongside you in split-screen co-op.
This is beautiful.
And with Game Share, you can play together on two separate systems, even if only one player has the game.
Mrs.
You can
Oaf?
play together on two separate systems, even if only one player has the game. You can play together on two separate systems, even if only one player has the game.
That's DS download play from the old days, where if someone doesn't have a game, they could still play with DS download play.
Uncover ancient.
Okay. Okay.
Player has the game.
I know what that was. This is the memory when Ganondorf first becomes the Demon King, summons the moon to become the Blood Moon, and then makes his army. So this right here with this Malice Pillar is shown in Tears of the Kingdom. It's the memory where Ganondorf says, "Rise, rise, my servants, sweep over this land of Hyrule, eliminate her allies, leave no survivors." That's what that is, right fucking there. Yep.
Uncover.
That's the Ring Ruins. If not, then that's the that's the Shrine of Awakening from Tears of the Kingdom. Who are you? There's our ancient construct hero. I'm pretty sure that's our ancient construct hero in the background. No, never mind. That's a regular dude. This lady, though, I feel like she might have some importance.
Uncover.
So this is either Ring Ruins or this is the Shrine of Awakening in Tears of the Kingdom.
Ancient truths that were only glimpsed in The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Hyrule.
Was that Rauru that just did that? Yeah, that's Rauru and Minaru together.
Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment launches on Nintendo Switch 2, November 6th.
Hey, Oaf, after Twilight Princess, when the mirror is destroyed, what becomes of the Twilight? That they still live in the Twilight realm? That the mirror is destroyed, that doesn't mean that they're destroyed. The mirror is a doorway from the light world, aka Earth, where Hyrule is stationed, because Hyrule is not the planet, Hyrule is the kingdom. It's the equivalency of saying Hyrule in this aspect is just a territory on a piece of land. It could be possible that the continent that the Kingdom of Hyrule is on is also called Hyrule, but what is known is the kingdom is called Hyrule. That's it. Not the Earth, not the continent, just the kingdom. Not the entire country. So at that same point, the light world is all of reality that Hyrule is in. So like Earth, space, all of that other stuff. The Twilight Realm is the other half of that, which is like literally the non-light side, but that does not make it the Dark World. The Dark World is something completely different. I went a little bit into this with my latest theory, Rotus, so I would definitely check that out, but I'll have to go a deeper dive into this. But essentially, the Twilight Realm is its own reality, and the Mirror of Twilight is a door. The door was destroyed, so there's no way to get through it. Or is there?
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. But for Donkey Kong to get some love again, which it's not that. That's Dragon Quest. But no, we'll go back to Zelda real quick. So, see if I can find anything else out of the ordinary. Oh, that's Yeo. That's not Yeo Hylian. I thought for a moment it was, but it's not. So they still exist, and there might be a comeback of them, and maybe even... Well, Midna would be dead. Like, by this time, Midna would be dead. I mean, not by this time. Midna's not even alive at this time. What's very key to understand, Rotus, is the Twilight people are not immortal. So they still age, and they still live their lives. So, like, Midna can't come back in, like, the era of Tears of the Kingdom, because that's already a unknown amount of time ever since Twilight Princess. So whoever is in charge of the Twilight, throne at that point of Tears of the Kingdom is someone completely different we've never even known about. That's to say if the Twilight Kingdom is even still around. All of the Twilight people could still be alive, but their own monarchy could have crumbled. We just don't know. Realistically, though, I know that unless we have another game going within the time loop, I highly doubt we're going to be seeing the Twilight come back. So, no. But this person is not the Gerudo Sage. This is someone completely different. And I don't know who this is.
Deal high damage, or have a variety of other effects. Strikes can deal high damage, or have a variety
Spirit.
of other
Light. Light and Spirit together. Light Spirit. Rauru, a goat, the fourth light spirit. I'm not going to keep pushing this, but I think you guys kind of get the picture of where I'm going with this, that they're the last two survivors of the Zonai people. All of the Zonai vanished somehow, and Laurelian Historian and I covered this in our most recent Zelda podcast episode, the second episode of Deku Scrub Playground. We went a little bit more in depth with this, but the power of light and the power of spirit combined, making their own light spirit, while the other three light spirits were quite literally sages or dragon priests that swallowed their stones and then became both the light spirits from their own souls, and their bodies became the immortal dragon trio. I'm just sitting here like, that's almost like an inverted sync ability. This works. My theory might be correct.
Invite a friend to fight alongside you in split-screen co-op.
Because it's also the other thing of, why was the Temple of Time made? To literally be that safeguard, an extra step before entering the Sacred Realm. Why? Because of the Door of Time. You have to unlock that to pull the Master Sword inside of the Temple of Time. So, okay? And yes, the Temple of Time, after Age of Imprisonment, would go skyward with Zelda the Light Dragon. So the Hylian people that would come after Rauru, the people that Zelda herself established, because we also went over this in the first theory, the first podcast, Laurelian Historian and I went over. Essentially, to summarize, Rauru's Temple of Time never held the Master Sword because nobody knew where the Master Sword was. It was always hidden. The Broken Master Sword shows up around the same time that the Ancient Hero wakes up and pulls the actual Master Sword from Skyward Sword. That actual Master Sword eventually becomes the Broken Master Sword and will have to live through this moment again through its lifespan over and over and over. The Sword of Time bound to the chains of time. Haha. So it always confirmed that, you know, there was always two Master Swords. One in the sky out of reach with Zelda, and one that was always going through the hands of the heroes that would eventually become the one in the sky with Zelda. Like a bootstrap, right? Bootstrap paradox. But we also go into this, it's the founding, it's way after the Interloper War. We have light and spirit teaming up. This is all too good. This is not the Interloper War. This is the Imprisoning War. Don't get it twisted. But this is the war that would happen after the Interloper War, and the Temple of Time was made because of the Interloper War. The thing, though, is, how did the Master Sword get in the Temple of Time? That's the one question I personally have had for years. Who put the Master Sword in the Temple of fucking Time? And if Rauru's the one that made the Temple of Time, and that one is eventually sent up to the sky, and then the Hylians who now have to take the throne also, the crown, throne and crown together, Jesus Christ. The Hylian people who have to take the throne and the crown together also have to make a new Temple of Time and have to make sure that the Sacred Realm is sealed and put the Master Sword in that place. By the way, did anybody pick up on the fucking Zonai swirl on the Gerudo legs, by the way? No one? Because I've been staring at that. Okay. That's an actual Zonai swirl. Like, that's the perfect depiction of a Zonai swirl we've seen in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Like a 1-to-1. That's the actual Zonai swirl right there on the leg. So, yeah, this was an amazing Nintendo Direct, and again, I'll probably be cutting this up, highlighting, and putting it onto YouTube for just the Zelda trailer analysis. Not much of a Zelda trailer analysis other than me looking at it here and there and being like, I know what's exactly going to happen in this game, and I already said what's going to happen in this game, but if you guys really want me to say what happens, Zelda shows up. It coincides with the memories we know from Tears of the Kingdom. It's the imprisoning war. But we're going to see the proof that Rauru was the fourth light spirit because of his sister, Minoru, who is the Sage of Spirit. He's the Sage of Light. This sync ability that's in the game, light spirit, boom, both the goat people turn into the light spirit Ordona, helping out the three light spirits to stop the interlopers, and that's what happened to the Zonai. Thus resulting in Rauru making the Temple of Time, making the Kingdom of Hyrule, marrying Sonia, and then a few years after that, boom, Zelda shows up, and then we have this game. I called it. That's the loop. Zelda from the future shows up here before the split in Ocarina of Time. This is even before Minish Cap. This is in the ancient era, and it all got wiped out before Minish Cap. All of these types of records were either buried underground, like we saw with Tears of the Kingdom, or they were just destroyed or lost to time and we never got to see them again. They became myths and fairy tales, as King Bosphoramos Rauru said. As King Rome Bosphoramos Hyrule said. Does that mean he's also one of those sages who was destroyed by Ganondorf in that attempt to seal him in the spirit realm? Does that mean he's also one of the sages who was destroyed by Ganondorf? What? The only sage that was killed... The only sage that was killed in Ganondorf's botched execution into the Twilight Realm after the events of Ocarina of Time, when the Hero of Time appeared in the Child Timeline, took the Ocarina of Time and fled the kingdom, so then Ganondorf could not enter the Sacred Realm. That's why Ganondorf was arrested and then sentenced to death, and the execution failed because the goddesses gave him the Triforce of Power, and then he was sent to the Twilight Realm. No, he killed the Ancient Sage of Water. You want to know who that is? Because I could show you exactly who that is. Okay, there you go. There. That's what the Ancient Sage was. It's that Zora. But also, during the time of during the time of Ganondorf's botched execution, after Ocarina of Time, more than likely during the time of Majora's Mask, because if the young hero is not in the kingdom, that'd be the best time to kill Ganondorf or attempt to. So still, like, I don't know, 80 to 150 years, 80-150, somewhere in that time frame, before Twilight Princess, while the hero was in Termina, Ganondorf was caught, sentenced to death, and was not killed, this sage is already long dead. That was its spirit projecting itself from the sacred realm, and Ganondorf lurched forward, destroyed that apparition, but also killed that sage without even stepping into the sacred realm. Yeah, that's that person right there, the Zora sage, with the elephant mask from Tears of the Kingdom. That one. Because this happens way before Twilight Princess and all that stuff. But this event right here that we're seeing is happening before Ganondorf is sealed underground. Which, that's the key. Ganondorf was always sealed underground. Ganondorf never went into the sacred realm, ever. Ganondorf never touched the Triforce in his life. Ever. Let that sink in. How can a guy who's sealed underground for all of time be able to just walk into the sacred realm? He can't. He would have to make a phantom, a bunshin, a puppet. He would have to make another form of himself. One of my blood, to quote the cut content from Twilight Princess. I can go on and on. This has been my main thing for years. But the fact of the matter is, and I'm so passionate about that, is Ganondorf never walked into the sacred realm. His phantom did. The phantom touched the Triforce, and that's why it got corrupted. He never touched the Triforce. Meaning the Triforce was always sealed ever since the Interloper War. What we saw in A Link to the Past was just an apparition of Ganondorf. You know, Aghanim the Wizard, Ganon the Blue Pig Beast. Yeah, that wasn't ever real. That was never the real Ganondorf. Those were all puppets. Ganondorf never touched the Triforce. Ever. And that's something that a lot of people don't realize. But I had that realization a long time ago of, oh God, the Triforce has always been protected. Yeah. So Zelda is tapping into the full power of the Triforce in Breath of the Wild, but she doesn't hold the Triforce. No. She's the Goddess Reborn, the literal reincarnated holder of the Triforce, and she's tapping into its full power. But it's always been sealed. Ganondorf never touched it. Then who's the only people who could have touched it? Not Ganondorf, but the royal family bloodline of the Goddess Reborn. So the princesses of the past, some of them have actually touched it. Some of the heroes of the past actually touched the Triforce. Ganondorf, Dragmire, never touched the Triforce in his life, full stop. And that's the truth. Oh, but wait! How come Ganondorf has a fraction of, the Triforce of power if he never touched it? I don't know, because whenever there's at least one wish used on the Triforce, it'll split. That's always been the prophecy. Whenever, it splits, then 3 virtues are given, and then those people are reincarnated with those virtues, thus so gone, given on. Not reincarnated, but their bloodline descendants would also get it. And you guys seeing the trend from what we got from Ocarina and Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, and A Link to the Past, Zelda 1, Zelda 2, and all that other shit, is still holding strong today? It's because Ganondorf never touched the Triforce. The Triforce originated from within the Hero of Sky, as we saw, and the last person to ever wield it, or even wield the power of it, is the Princess of the Era of Wild and Tears. And then you sit here and you're like, wait a fucking second. She traveled all the way to the time of the first kingdom established. Yeah, right after the War of the Sacred Realm. The War for the Triforce. The Interloper War. She showed up right after that, guys. Who could tell Zelda where the Triforce is? Fucking Rauru. I think I fucking rest my case. So if Ganondorf never touched the Triforce, then what's his whole deal? Oh no, he wanted the Triforce, but he needed to at least get a key to unlock that door. What would that be? A secret stone. Then where's the Sacred Realm? Above the sky. How come? Well, in Tears of the Kingdom, when you pull the Master Sword from Zelda's skull, she sends you higher than you can even see, above the clouds, above the sky layer, to the Golden Land. Zelda, the Light Dragon, took you to the Sacred Realm in Tears of the Kingdom. That golden cloud area that you were at was the Sacred Realm when you pulled the Master Sword. Now tell me, guys, who's the one person that could tell Zelda where the Sacred Realm entrance is? Who? It's goddamn Rauru. And who else could be able to assist in that? Barash, Dinral, and Nadra, the three dragons, aka the three dragon priests who also are the three light spirits. Those three light spirits / dragon priests would know Rauru. They would know Sonia. Sonia is the reincarnated bloodline and the descendant of Zelda from the sky. She would have to be the first one to do those fucking springs ever since Zelda of the Sky had to do them. She would know these protector of the springs, the dragon priests. The ones that have the armor that look just like the dragons. They're the ones that swallowed their sacred stones. They're the ones that turned into the immortal dragons with their bodies, but their souls became the light spirits. Guys, it's right there. It's been right in front of us the whole time. But again, this is just theorizing, speculation, and going based on all of the canon information they're giving to us today. Because, yeah, they already confirmed this is going to be canon.
After traveling back in time, Princess Zelda meets the first king of Hyrule, Rauru, and the queen, Sonia. Meets the first king of Hyrule, Rauru, and the queen, Sonia.
First king, first queen.
King of Hyrule, Rauru, and the queen, Sonia.
Meaning, no, this is not before Skyward Sword. This is after Skyward Sword. And this is after the Interloper War. How can you be so sure? www.zelda.com, ran by and owned by the Zelda team and Nintendo of Japan. Go to the About section, scroll all the way down to the timeline, and tell me where Establishment of the Kingdom is. There you go. You know what? I'll beat you guys to the punch.
She joins them to take on Demon King Ganondorf in a conflict that will come to be known as the Imprisoning War. Take on hordes of enemies as you fight alongside your allies. Like this brave Korok.
TheLegendOfZelda.com, the official website of the Legend of Zelda series, owned and operated by Nintendo and the Zelda team. Wow, we can't trust this. It's not like the people who made this series also made this fucking website. Yeah, we totally can't trust them. The Establishment of Hyrule Kingdom. The creation of the land and the sky, creation, aka the sealing of Null. We have the era of the goddess Hylia and the emergence of demise, the events of Skyward Sword, the sky era. People, not everyone from the sky, but a good portion of people come to the surface to live their lives. The rest of them live in the sky. The people who live in the sky lose connection with the people on the surface, and over time, they forget about each other. The people of the sky finally come down to the surface, and then there's a great deal of fucking turmoil because people don't trust these people of the sky. Even though they look like gods, they have these godly gifts called the Secret Stones, and these Secret Stones can help get into the Sacred Realm. The people who possess them are fucking sages, for God's sakes, with the same fucking goddamn abilities and elements. But it doesn't end there. Well, what is this? The Sacred Realm is sealed? Yeah, that's the Interloper War. and then the establishment of Hyrule Kingdom. So I have to go back and say this. What is this all about?
The first king of Hyrule, Rauru, and the queen, Sonia. After traveling back in time, Princess Zelda meets the first king of Hyrule, Rauru,
right here,
and the queen, Sonia. She joins them to take on Demon King Ganondorf in a conflict that will
nailed it.
be known as the Imprisoning War. Take on hordes of enemies as you fight alongside your allies. Like this brave Korok.
So, for even more clarification, here in this ancient era from creation all the way down, we're gonna go right here. The end of Skyward Sword and the Sky era all the way up to the era of Prosperity. You want to know what this is? I'll make it even more simple. Oh god, I'm getting gassy. Ugh. Sorry about that. What this means is I was correct this whole time ever since the game came out in 2023. This, right here, the Era of Prosperity, the establishment of Hyrule Kingdom, right here, yeah. That's Age of Imprisonment. That's this upcoming game. Which means, yes, confirmed. Zelda shows up from the future to the distant past. Literally, future is like way up here. She shows up right here, becomes the Light Dragon, and goes through all of time to come as the Light Dragon out of reach. There. She comes back to the ancient past and goes forward. There was always 2 Master Swords from that point onwards. But right here, what's this, you ask? What's this that you're circling in blue? Oh, I don't know. This right here, the Era of Chaos, the fucking Sacred Realm is sealed. This is the Interloper War. So now I ask you this. Where did the Zonai show up? Here. After Skyward Sword. Not immediately after Skyward Sword, but a few hundred, maybe a couple thousand years after, when the time of settlement was happening. There was no kingdom. There was no royalty. There was no people to say, Your Highness. There were just settlements. And then, when the Zonai show up, about here, people don't like them, people don't trust them, and then thus causes a war, because they see these secret stones and think, oh, that can open up the Sacred Realm. There's the Interloper War. But wait, it doesn't just stop there, because then there's heavy losses of the Zonai people, but there needs to be a kingdom established and all this other stuff, and Rauru marries Sonia. Yeah, that happens here. So I tell you guys this. Right here, what I'm showing you here is what they just confirmed in today's trailer, and what I've been trying to say over my past 3 theory videos, maybe even more. To be honest, this goes as far back as the time loop that I was talking about back in 2023. So, with that I say, that's probably it for today. That was an amazing direct. That was some... That was damn good. That was damn good. There's a lot of stuff I can't wait for, and that I'm ready for. So keep you guys eyes out later on for more info. This trailer analysis will be highlighted and then probably uploaded either later today or whatever. I only slept for maybe an hour, 2 hours most last night, so I need to take a nap before I do anything later on. Peace out. Have a good one. Thanks for watching, lurking, listening, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Holy fuck, this was good.
Thank you.